love the man from South Boston, because he stood up and said some things this afternoon that many of us think about why we're here. Right? Why are we here? We're here because two newspapers call us hacks. We're here because we're sensitive to that in this particular day and age. So I'm here today and I'm going to vote against this amendment, and I hope everybody else does. And I'm going to vote against this amendment because I'm pretty proud to be an American. And we're losing our place in the world, and we're losing it because we're going to give up who we are for a few dollars. We're going to give that up to appease certain people that take a focus on us and make us cower. But I'm not going to bend. I'm not going to cower. I'm not going to do any of those things. I'm taking a stand. Right, and by the way, when they call us hacks, maybe those people in 1901 were hacks. Or maybe they were the grandchildren of the people who fought at Breed's Hill. Maybe they were the great-grandchildren of Sons of Liberty and people who stood for our freedom. Maybe there were people in this legislature who, as the gentleman from South Bay indicated, went through a process, who talked to the citizens, who had the public hearings, who said, we should honor the memory of those brave people who set the torch for liberty. And they didn't change the history of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. They changed the history of the world. So now we're going to talk about two newspapers, columnists who never stand for office, who never put their names on the ballot, who never get in front of the public, who want to run the state from Morrissey Boulevard or Herald Square. Well, I'll stand up right here, and they can call me an idiot, they can take a shot at me, and those people who want to run for a state office some other day can put me on TV. I'll stand, I'll fight with them, but I'll be here, and I'll be proud to be an American. And I've seen us retreat over the last 2 decades, apologize for this, go across the nation, see our public prestige down in other parts of the world, and if we don't protect it, why should anyone else respect it? So for me, put it in the paper. I'm going to vote to preserve our history in those 2 days. I'm not going to be backed up by the newspapers. I'm not going to be backed up by the cynics. I'm not going to be backed up by the haters, because when they take this shot at these 2 days, when they take this shot at that and say it's a hack holiday, was it a hack holiday for the gentleman from Charlestown and those people? Is it a hack holiday for people who used to flock to Boston to see the Bunker Hill Monument? We're willing to let that go because maybe the Herald thinks that a good idea. Hack. The gentleman from South Boston had a lot of courage to get up and say that, because you know what? He hit it right on the head. I'm sick and tired of genuflecting to those people. I'd rather stand up for the Americans that show respect for history. I'd rather stand up for those people in my district in the city of Taunton, where I believe the American Revolutionary spark was at least kindled, at least held the match. And I'm not going to back down from that. I'm sick and tired of seeing things go on in this country that reduce the respect we have for our own history. And if we don't start protecting our history, start embracing our history, then we're contributing to the destruction of it. It is almost an embarrassment to stand in this chamber with so many tremendous Americans, with John Adams, who wrote our Constitution, who was a principal sculptor of the Bill of Rights. And we want to forget about that. And we're going to do that to capitulate to the Herald and the Globe. Let me tell you something. I hope these holidays are around and with us a long time after the Globe is gone. And sooner will be better.